Hi there, I'm Nibbs, playing bass with Saxon. I don't know if you know any, that's a little bit of feedback. We're just about to get ready for our sound check. I can show you the gear that I'm using on this tour. I'm using it all the time actually. Let's start with this bass guitar. This is a vintage 5 from ESP. You don't get many of these actually. I don't think they made that many. But I just needed a 5-string for some ideas that we're using on the during our set. I like to improvise a little bit, go down low, sometimes that in the back. There's something called cinnamon, like it's a mid boost or cut. You take this plate off and there's a tiny like incremental screw that you can like really finely adjust the mid boost and cut. It makes basically it's like a jazz bass. It's what you've got here, and but you know, through this kind of rig, it's really rocky. You know, it's not just like jazz bass tones, but it's got really low rumble, and that mid boost like really like makes it gritty sound as well. Ernie ball. Now these, it's a 130, 100, 80, 65, 45. The Nichols round wound. We tune a semitone down from like standard concert pitch. So basically here you've got an F sharp, C sharp, and then you've got G sharp, and you've got E flat, and that's B flat as well. Gibson Thunderbird.
Give us that guitar.
Gibson Thunderbird, but it's loaded. And that's like from 2008, Gibson Thunderbird. But it's loaded with some EMG TBC 35 dual coil active bass pickups. It's funny actually because Rob DeLuca, who's playing with UFO, he's playing like a vintage Thunderbird, and he's got all original pickups in his, and but it's just naturally his bass is so resonant, he doesn't really need any active pickups in there. But this one, I just wanted a little bit more low boost and a little bit more high boost, so I just put some I think it's TBDC 35s is what they call from EMG. And if you get a bit of a closer look at it, you can see it's had a little bit of wear and tear. That's where my thumb gets stuck in there. But it's a real workhorse. This is like Saxon have got so much drums and guitars on stage. The low end from this, it just really fills out that, you know, frequency that you need for that, like rock drive. But I've also got a hip shot here. I tune that one tone down so that, you know, every now and then, like I said, sometimes I like to improvise a little bit lower here, a little bit lower there, instead of like in denim and leather maybe, for instance, you'll go up to the high D and go down to the low D. It's just really useful. Fills out the bottom end again. Same gauge of string, it's just missing the C. Actually, every now and then I like to use 110 instead of like 105, especially when I'm flipping this open as well. It just keeps the tension. It doesn't get too spongy. If you have the lower, like 100 gauge, then it'll just get really floppy. Okay. Over onto the amps, we've got this is Mark bass. I've been using Mark bass for about 4 years now, and they're really cool. You know, they provide us with the backline and support us all over the world. These are called the Little Mark Tube 800 amps. You can mix between solid state and tube. And I'm also using a Mark bass drive. Yeah, not like over the top crazy distortion or anything, it just gives it a little bit of that like drive. Really nice. Through these babies, everybody likes them because they hardly weigh anything. Awesome cabs, really powerful. It's not even on like, I think we're on like 3 or something like that. So basically loud, heavy, awesome, fantastic cabs, amazing amplifiers. That's my rig.